Basically, today I want to talk about some things, and basically talk about ego and things like that. Like, for instance, in 2019, men are mostly void of ego. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys you see with ego usually have something backing up their ego. I mean, they're 6'4", or they very well endowed, or they have $100,000 in the bank. Every man that has a high ego, you know what I'm saying, or he has high social status, he has a lot of friends, he smokes weed, he has 20 tattoos. I mean, he has 5 chicks on rotation. You know what I'm saying? They're 6 to 9s as far as looks, 6 to 8s. But he has 5 of them on rotation. I mean, every man, his ego in 2019 is based off of something. You don't have guys who are really MGTOW or guys who are monk who have these high egos. You know what I'm saying? The egos usually aren't that high at all. You know what I'm saying? But to me, having a big ego is not really a positive thing. I wouldn't say, having a good, I mean, having low esteem is not good either. What I'm saying is, you see a lot of people who are just arrogant, and they have these false, I don't know how to put it. Like, basically, they have these false ideals of themselves, and they think that they're greater than they are. And if you ask them their height, they're gonna add 2 inches to their real height. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna add 20 pounds to their real weight. They always make themselves larger. They're always larger in their own eyes, and that's what you call narcissism. You know what I'm saying? And it's common, it's prevalent in both genders. Okay, it really is. But 2019, we know this. You know, on the man side thing, as far as narcissism and having a really big ego, we aren't necessarily, we don't lead, you know what I'm saying? The opposite gender, they the ones with the big egos right now, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that are really feeling themselves right now. It's not us, you know what I'm saying? Our stuff is pretty humble. It's pretty low key. I'm saying the average guy is 5'9" and 5'10", and who's in community college, and he's in his 20s. That guy like me, his ego is pretty humble, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty humble guy, you know. Now you got dudes who are athletes and other things, people who are really rich who have egos, but every man does not have a big ego like in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Women, they got this Instagram and all these Facebook and this Twitter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Vast majority of them have a big ego, but it's masking low self-esteem. And here's why I want to talk about this. There was a woman on the internet who might have wore her size. She might have been a US 9 or 10 in women's, which really isn't that big. She probably was 5'6" or 5'7". She probably wasn't even that short. But she was complaining because maybe one or two guys in her life told her her feet were too big for their preferences. Maybe they like women with small feet. I mean, you just gotta go on and live your life, you know what I'm saying? Just because somebody says this about you, when you're black, I mean, she was black too, but anyways, like for instance, somebody might say that they don't like somebody because the person's too dark, or the person is too short, or they're too fat, or whatever. At the end of the day, it's their loss, you know what I'm saying? But this chick was basically saying the same shit like for 6 minutes on a video, complaining about how some dude didn't want her because her feet were too big. And I'm like, man, I hate the double standard of how basically when a man is told this is that, he needs to work on himself, he needs to get over it. But when somebody rejects a woman for something, she can just bitch and whine about it all day long instead of just moving on to the next thing, just continue to dwell on that. You know what I'm saying? But we're supposed to always move on and improve ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I know that men are expected to be better than women, okay? But at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Give me some fucking respect. I'm supposed to be better than the other person, the other gender, so you should give me more respect, you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing more than somebody, I expect to get more respect, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing more, you know what I'm saying? I know that more is expected of me because I'm a man, but at the same time, I like getting appreciated for shit that I do. I don't like being unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to do something if I know I'm not gonna get appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I doing this? I mean, that's just how I feel. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about the ego and the social media, and it's all just a game. Like, it really just makes you want to crawl up in a ball and never talk to anybody again, or move to a Pacific island where you're the only inhabitant. Like, that's how demoralizing our society is. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you could be in a city with 5 million people like I am, you still feel lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got 5 million people, but how many of those people are on your side? You probably got like 2 family members, like me, a brother and a mom or somebody like that, or a sister and a mom, or a cousin and a father, or, you only got 2 family members in your whole circle, and you live in a big city, and it's like, dang, all these people and none of them are for you. You know, that's why MGTOW is for, because it's like, you were gonna be lonely anyway. Why would you want to date somebody? Why would you want to be friends with people and they're not even for you? You know what I'm saying? Most of the people you call your friends are really indifferent towards you. I mean, they don't really care about you. And what's crazy is the people who be talking about people not being their real friends, them people be the same people that be indifferent towards you. And they be talking about that bullshit about real friends. And them niggas, they don't really care about you either. You know?